takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Optometrist, a podcast channel for all things optometry. And this is your host, Ukti Vora. Today, we have a special guest who has shared her dream not just to someone close to her in her colleague, but to the entire world. She's an author, optometrist, speaker, and a coach. Before I dive into more details about her, I know some of you already know her and needs no introduction. I'm going to start with thanking my sponsorer, Ear, for supporting this episode. As we all know, collaboration is critical for success, and I'm sure many of us are aware that eye and ear can go hand in hand. As an eye doctor, now you can offer your patients by providing simple ear aiding solution that is very similar to providing them reading glasses. To check out more and give more options to your patients, do check out the supporter of this episode, Ear's website, in the link in the description. With that, let's get started. What I would love to introduce Dr. Kerri-Ann. She graduated with Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Perrier View A&M University in 2000 and worked as a nurse in a variety of settings, including ICU, ENT, neurology. While working, she worked on prerequisites for optometry school, and in 2009, she graduated with a doctorate of optometry. In 2017, she opened her own private practice, the Cordova Eyewear. She's an ambassador of Optometry Divas, and she's been featured in Women in Optometry. Not to forget, we are all aware about her best-selling book, A Girl with a Big Vision, and we'll be diving deep into that in a further conversation. With that, a very warm welcome to the Nerdy family.
Hey, how are you? I'm so honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for connecting. And we were discussing this offline that how this whole entire recording of episode happened in such a short notice. For all those who haven't connected with her on LinkedIn or any other social media platform, do reach out to her. One message and she's ready to chat and hop on a call with me. That's how amazing she is.
I love to be here on Nerdy Optometry. Definitely will have the time for you. Always have the time for you. Honored to be here.
To begin with, I would like to ask my favorite question. Can you tell me an overview about your journey?
Yeah, a little bit about me. I am Dr. Kerri-Ann Coombs Hodge. I'm in Houston, Texas. I opened my own private practice, the Cordova Eyewear. Started in 2017. And just like you said, a girl with a big vision, right? So it started as a little girl. I saw with my dad and witnessed my dad just having difficulty seeing. And I wondered if I could do something about it. And that never left me. So I always loved to take care of people. So I entered into the world of nursing. But even then, I always wanted to do something about my dad's eye. As a little girl, I said I wanted to be a doctor, but then I even questioned that dream and that vision that I had. It was too big. And not only my internal conflicts, but you have the external people, friends, family, whoever it is, and you're just questioning yourself. But the thing is, that never left me. I still wanted to do something about his vision issues, and that led me into the world of optometry. And after being in the world of optometry, I felt there was no better way than to start a practice to dedicate just my mission, my passion and drive for vision, helping patients to see, named after my dad, Di Cordova, that's his middle name. And then from that was birthed a little girl's book, which was kind of the bio of my story, which I thought kids should know that, hey, believe in yourself. Your dream is not too big and you can do it. And the matter of fact, sometimes the things that we think is just the reminder of what we were created to do. So a thought that we have is truly, or is souls crying out to do what we are created to do. And it's not just a thought, it's something that you should really do. So you should test it. And sometimes you get drive and passion and motivation behind these things that you see. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could be that. Yes, you can. So when you test it and you keep going, you see that, hey, It is possible. But sometimes it doesn't come easy, as you know, but we have to continue the journey. And I'm excited to be here. We are going to have a wonderful vision screening this weekend. So excited with the kids in Jamaica. Now I'm going back home, giving back to those little kids. And it's something I've always wanted to do. I've kind of always wanted to give back to little kids. And now I am doing that thought that I've always. So vision is a thing that you don't have right now and you want in the future. So that's true vision. What we provide our patients, is the thing that they are striving for. That's why vision changes every year.
Mhm.
Okay? So we're constantly striving to reach the unknown us, the us that we yet to explore, we yet to know, we yet to find out. So I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited for the kids because the kids need hope, need to know that they're so powerful, they're so special, they're created for great things, and to dream and to live. And just going back and giving back to the community it just really warms my heart.
I think I loved how you mentioned such important things with such a simple way. The fact that how you define vision was very, very beautiful. For the fact that even when we talk about vision and eye care, right, we always tell our patients like you need comprehensive eye exam every 2 years or an eye exam every year, right? And you said like that is what your vision in life should always be. Like, try to refocus, try to think back, is this the vision for my life? So taking that same perspective and putting it in your life, in your career, in your goal, I think is beautiful. And that talks about, how you are able to manage so many things like your practice, going to Jamaica, writing a book. Oh my God, I have no idea, how you're managing all of this. But as you said, right, you had this in back of your mind that my dad is struggling with eye problem. I want to make sure I can help with him with his vision problem. You started doing optometry, then you wanted to write a book and dedicate it to, and to all the small girls who want to dream big. But all this journey is not easy. It's good to say it out, but I'm sure there were a lot of struggles and a lot of roadblocks in this journey. So I want to understand what were your major roadblocks during this entire journey of your life.
So major roadblocks always come from one, not believing in yourself, and then two, others not believing in you, and three, thinking that you need money. Money will solve everything, or you just don't have what it takes. But the truth that is that if we have all that it takes, and if we only believe in ourselves, we don't need others to confirm us. If we only trust that we have what we need, the right people, we will attract the right people at the right time and at the right moments to get what we need. And it's not based on anything else, money, location, situation. So if we believe in that, we can truly, the key is that we don't have the resources because we don't attract the right resources. And sometimes we're not aware of the right resources to attract. So we have to open up our minds. We have to continue to develop our minds to become stronger inside than the outside. And when we become stronger inside, now we can withstand the outside criticism, the outside maybe not having what you need, not being in the right situation, right place. We can withstand those things. So I believe when we become too weak, we have to remind ourselves and strengthen ourselves. We have to build up ourselves back because we're more powerful than anything else we can imagine.
Absolutely. I feel this is such a inspirational episode for myself because you said an important point that we always feel that, I need money to do something. But even for my podcast, right, I did not have to invest anything. I just had to reach out to a few people who were ready to be my guinea pigs when I was trying to experiment few things. And luckily I had friends in the industry who agreed upon doing that with me. And then, with internet right now, like everything can be googled and you can have resources and people to help you. So I feel, first of all, believing in ourselves is such a huge challenge, something that we are all struggling to overcome. Were you
Definitely.
always this determined? Were you always so clear in what you wanted to do? Or did you also have to go over that process of overcoming these, apprehensions from people that you're not good enough and then believing in yourself? How was it for you?
Oh, absolutely. I think my personality, I'm very focused. So if I decide something, it's gonna get done. And sometimes that is a bad thing. That's considered selfish for some people, right? Because you want something, you go get it. But uh, yes, for sometimes I wonder why, you don't have the support. But I believe you have to constantly grow on the inside. And then once you grow on the inside, you realize that it's truly a battle. You are gifted with something much greater than you can ever know. And there are forces to tell you that no, you're not that good, you're not that gifted, you're not that great. But then you have to stand up and continue to fight against that. So, yes, I deal with that daily. I wonder, oh, I'm not that smart, I'm not that gifted, then I have to fight. Oh, yes, I am more than enough. I am good. I am all that and a bag of chips. I'm gonna handle me because there's only one of me, and no one else needs to compete with you because there's only one of you. So yes, you are more than enough. You're created for this time, for this season, for this episode, for this moment. And so yeah, once we realize the power that we have, now we have the authority, but sometimes we can trade our power, we can lose our power, or we can become so fatigued. And we have to remember when it's time to rest. When to rest and surround your people with people, surround yourselves with people that believe in you. And if you don't have people that believe in you, you have to listen to things that will feed your mind and your heart and your soul. You have to watch the things that will feed your heart. So everything feeds back into you and then you become stronger. That's how you feed into yourself.
That's wonderful. I mean, it feels like such a therapeutic session for me as well, because we all go through these self-doubts. Whatever you do, there's always going to be someone better. There's always going to be who's going to question you. There might be times when just you want to give up, just for the fact you feel you're not enjoying the process enough. Or there could be like tons and tons of reasons. And we all have very different battles that we are fighting in our lives. So it's very important to not compare, not compete, just be what you want to be and believe in yourself. And of course, I highly, highly feel that it's so important to surround yourself with right people. Even if you don't have like many people, just find that one person who you can fall back on. And that's someone who will always try to pull you out of any negative thoughts in case you are in that space. We all go through it. Nobody has it together. We are all messed in our own way.
The good thing about our growth is we realize that when we're perfected, it's time to die. Our life is imperfect to make it perfect. That's the lesson of this life. So when we get caught upon being too perfect and comparing our lives to others, we have disgraded our life to something that it should not be. You cannot say you should be a cat when you're a dog because those are totally different animals. So, who you are, you can't compare to somebody else because that's not even your category. You had this parents, you grew up in this country, you had that experience. So when we look at the diversity and the ingredients of our life and who we are, who we're made to be, it's so deep, it's specific, and it's so deep. So we're looking at perfection with the eyes at somebody else thinking that they're perfect. But remember that they didn't have the same family, they didn't grow up in the same place. And even with them, it's not perfect, but we're looking at something that's totally different from us.
Right.
So each day when we look at ourselves, we look at the mirror to make us better, to work on us. And if we have a friend that can say, oh, that wasn't too smart, or that wasn't too nice, that is great, because that's how we grow. Not being perfect, but working to, continue to strive to be better as we go. And we have to allow ourselves room to grow. We sometimes are afraid of growth because growth is the thing that we haven't done. And sometimes we like routines. So we have to break out of the routine and learn something new, do something new. And that means, oh, we're back to the learner stage. Or when we got really good at something, now we have to go back to the learner stage. But that's true growth. If you have maxed out on something, it's time to give that up and learn something else, because your brain become bored or thinking it's just a routine. And I think it's exciting that each day we have a new day. Although we have a routine, we have a new day, new experiences, new conversations, new things we can try. And I think that that's so exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yes, of course, these things that you're sharing, of course, are also highlighted in your book, how you have gone through this entire journey yourself from being a girl. But what was your motivation? Was it just to start writing a book, a storybook, which, moms can or dads can read to their daughters or their kids? What was the real inspiration behind it to write a book and, journal your story that can inspire so many?
So the inspiration was my dad. The practice is named after my father, and he passed away last year. And it was a great just dedication and contribution to him. And just the story of just also educating kids about the importance of vision health, eye health, and everything starts as a child. So it's, I believed for me, it was my first book, which is the easiest. So write it as a kid. So the easiest thing to write is just being a kid. Go back to being a kid. Sometimes life gets really tough. And whenever it gets tough, we just have to go back to playing, being a kid, having fun, dancing, laughing, having fun. And being a child is always fun. But this book brought back childhood memories of just growing up with my dad, his life, the legacy that he left behind, how his struggles now will leave other people to see one man being blind will give sight to many. So by him being blind now will give sight to many. So we realize that our handicaps and our illness and our sickness is sometimes, it may seem bad for us, but it's given victory for other people. It's given life to other people. It will now give a legacy for so many. So that is what inspired me to write the book, The Legacy of My Father.
Wonderful. Of course, the challenges that he faced led to you. And here we are talking about your book, and you're giving vision to so many out there. So absolutely, I feel that one life experience can really change how we think, the trajectory of our life, and so much more. Now, you did mention, and we also briefly discussed this offline, about the upcoming trip that you have in Jamaica. Of course, it's a vision screening for kids, but I really loved how you shared with me that it's more than just a vision screening. Usually, vision screenings are, let's be honest, boring, because we just want kids to come, read letters, and go back. And even we are bored because we have to see, say, 100 kids, and we're like, we just want to finish off that number and finish that number of people that we have to scan and go back home. Okay, I'm done for the day and I've done something good. But we all know how the screenings are. Would you have some very fun idea around it? Can you share a little more about it?
Absolutely. So when I was talking about the vision screen, I talked about music, and the doctor was saying, hey, this is for kids. And I was like, oh yeah, this is for kids. We're going to have music, jump about, popcorn. It's going to be like a fun day. Why be a boring day? A fun day, giving them inspiration and also giving them physical vision, but the vision that we talked about that we need to reach for, that we're still all defining, whether we see with our natural eyes or not, we all still have that vision inside. So feed that, giving them fun and some activities. So it's going to be a great fun day. And just like a book signing, popcorn, hot dogs. So a great uplifting day to uplift the kids and maybe even the parents. You never know. So the parents will be bringing the kids there. So just having them dream and smile like how you have a beautiful smile. I can see them now. So I am so looking forward to that. And it's gonna be in the beautiful island of Jamaica, which is my birthplace. Always remember growing up as a little girl there, so it would definitely bring back memories. And it's just melts my heart to go back home to give back.
I can so relate to you when you say, like, going back home, because even I am from India. We both currently in the United States, but we know somewhere very deep down our heart is still back home, right? That's home. However you live here, that feels home. And going back and giving such an amazing gift to the community, kudos to you. And I love this entire idea of making it a fun day, because vision care, eye exams, or in general healthcare is always very dreadful experience for kids. Also, eye care or vision care is always being taken negatively at times by parents, that, oh my God, you'll get glasses. If you watch too much of an iPad, you'll go blind. Like, it's always with so much negativity. That's why even the parents don't want to go and get a screening done. But now, if you have fun around it, screening becomes a part of it, and your message is already out there that, oh, maybe no, it's not as bad as we think it is. And then it gives you an opportunity to present this whole thing in a positive sense versus the whole negativity that is surrounded by, if you do this you'll go blind, if you do this your eyes are going to go bad, and all those negative thoughts that we are being
That is so true. That is what they always do. So that's one of the things we will be providing education. And that's one of the things with the book, it provides a little bit of education to the kids, about, but you're right. We always stress on the things that will go bad. Yeah, we always stress on the things that will go bad. And sometimes in our lives, we have to refocus our minds too. What about the things that will go right? But you're right. They always kind of say, oh yeah, you're gonna go blind. You don't read with the lights on, you're gonna lose your eyes, you're playing with that. And sometimes we grow up saying the same things to our kids, although we don't like it.
Exactly, because that's what even we have heard all our life, right? Like our parents told us and our grandparents told us, and we just continue to. So this book and this event is not just for kids and brave, because they're still too naive. We can mold them the way we want, but it's also changing the mindset of parents that, hey, take away this negativity, because if your child can't see well, they won't have a clear vision to, for all the learnings that they need for their growth and for their life. And we all understand the importance of good vision, but we have to take out the negativity that is surrounded in through it. But I really loved this entire concept of a fun day with screening. I think I'm going to promote this everywhere I go for sure.
Thank you, absolutely. And you're so right. Even the parents have been thinking of wearing glasses or kids wearing glasses. Sometimes it's a no-no. They maybe tease or call four eyes. So making glasses fashionable and fun and functional is very important. So yeah, it's definitely a parent-child communication language change, culture shift, and education enlightenment moment. So yeah, I'm so excited.
I know. So we did talk a lot about your journey, your story behind the book, the mission and the trip that you have in Jamaica. But now we're going to a fun segment where I'm going to try and learn a little more about you as a person. So no more optometry. We're just going to try and understand, what is your preference and what you like. The game is simple. It's called this or that. I'll give you choices. You just have to pick what is your preference.
Okay,
Okay, perfect. So are you ready for our game segment?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. So I also try to make my podcast fun, just like your screening. So I hope this is fun for you. So question first, do you like Dog? Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I'll go with dog, a dog. Yeah,
Dog.
I, I,
Okay.
I, I had a dog growing up as a little kid, and then it wasn't really my dog, but we have the dog, community. And then recently my kids got a dog, and oh my gosh, I'm in love with this little dog now. It's a very handsome male dog, and I must say I'm a dog lover now.
Love it. Would you prefer a phone call or a text?
Oh, just text me. I don't like to talk. I'll text you back.
All right, noted. Glasses or contact lenses? Your preference?
So I would say contacts wins over glasses. But lately, after getting older, I must say I've been wearing glasses quite a bit. But my trend is contacts over glasses. But lately, with the UV protection and just trying to sleep better, I just put on my glasses. It's a fashion statement. So, but I must say I do wear contacts more.
Got it. But you have a very pretty frame, I have to say that. So,
Thank
we all have this collection, right? Like it's always a very difficult choice, but I try to put it out there to see what optometrists have as a preference. It's like one of my fun questions. Online
So,
shopping or shopping in a store? What do you prefer?
oh, I have to shop in a store. Online,
Mhm.
doesn't work for me. I don't know. I order the wrong stuff. It doesn't fit well. I'd rather go to the store, try it on. Now I am learning to purchase a few things online, but I'm still a hands-on person. I like to touch my own groceries. I like to feel my own fabric. I like to feel the material. I like to try it on. So I must say I am a in-store.
Person. All right. Cake or an ice cream? What do you prefer?
Oh, neither. So,
Neither. Ah,
so cake or ice cream? If I had to choose one, I'd probably choose the ice cream. It's cool, especially now during the summer. It's cool, nice going down. Cakes, yeah, I would choose ice cream.
okay.
And then maybe it has to be a certain flavor. I try to stay away from sweets overall. So cake or ice cream is like truly a wedding, a party. I have both. But if I had to choose one, I probably would choose ice cream. My dad loves ice cream. They keep ice cream in the house like every week. If they're out, they get one, another one. They never go without ice cream in their house. I always look at them, I'm like, wow, they always have ice cream in the house and they will eat it like every night. But me, I try to stay away from both, but I would say ice cream.
Nice, nice. All right. What according to you is worse, laundry or dishes?
Oh, both are bad. I would let's see. I think laundry is worse. The dishes, now we have a
Dishwasher.
dishwasher. Laundry, you have to fold. Last night I stayed up like 2 o'clock doing laundry. You have to wash, put them in the dryer, fold them, then put them up. Dishwashing, okay, you wash or dishwasher, put it up. So less steps. So
Yeah,
I would do the dishes. Yeah, yeah. Laundry is more work.
got it. Oceans or mountains?
Oh, ocean. I'm an ocean girl. The other
I
girl loves the ocean. Oh, I was born to view the ocean.
Wonderful. Horror movie or comedy?
Comedy all the way. Horror, no, can't sleep.
All right. Most important thing in a partner, they need to be intelligent or funny.
Oh, funny. Forget that intelligent stuff. Make me laugh.
All right. Last one, a day in an amusement park or a day at a beach?
Oh, a day at the beach. Tops
Hands
down.
down.
Tops down.
All right. I think you did wonderful in this game segment. And that was the last question that I had. I hope you enjoyed it. And this literally helped us learn a lot more about, what kind of a person you are. We'll make sure we text you instead of calling you. We get you ice cream instead of cakes. We'll go out shopping with you in store. We'll go for a comedy movie, and you definitely prefer fun. So we'll definitely are looking at a funny person as a friend, companion for you. So that's a great insight. Thank you so much for sharing all this and inspiring us throughout the episode. Before I end this episode, I would like to take a final takeaway message for all my listeners.
The final message is continue to be the awesome person that you are. You are created for great things, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. We are also specially and uniquely designed, and we have been all given a purpose and a vision inside, and just keep going, keep living, keep learning, and
Loved
never
it.
give up.
Loved it. Never give up and keep reinventing yourself. This was such an amazing, inspiring episode for me. For all the listeners, I'll be dropping in the link about her book where you can go and buy it on Amazon. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do check that out. I'll also be dropping her LinkedIn profile, so do check all the amazing work that she does to inspire all of us optometrists around the world. And remember, you can follow me on your favorite streaming platform. You can drop me a review if you enjoyed this or all any of my other episodes. And you can also support this episode by buying me a coffee. And with that, thank you so much once again for your time. Really appreciate it.
It was fun. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it. Yeah, you gave me some therapy tonight as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.